In 2015, we made lots of people the talk of the town.
During this show, we take a look back at the past year and all the fun and unique things we've done.
Welcome to a very special edition of Talk of the Town.
With almost 70 different adventures, it's been a busy year, crisscrossing the region and meeting so many individuals.
Hopefully, you had the chance to visit some of the people and businesses we featured on the show.
We've done some crazy stuff, like getting brain scans and letting cosmetology students get creative with our makeup.
We spent a day with a marching band, even made our own jewelry, hit the fashion runway, and hit a few soccer balls when we played foot golf.
What a year. We awarded lots of great prizes too, like the 6 ladies who each won a Talk of the Town Beauty Blitz makeover. 2016 will bring lots more prizes and surprises.
We would love to hear your ideas. Just message us on Facebook or email us at talkofthetown@brctv13.com.
Let's get started on our look back. We spent a lot of time outside this year.
We did. Chuck Cooper at Edge of the Woods Outfitters took us out for a canoe trip on the Delaware River.
Oh, God!
We're gonna head to shore.
Good idea.
I'm having a blast. Yeah. I am too, actually.
I don't care being wet. I'm fine, but I don't think it'll be appealing. And I don't think that we're getting any closer to where we're trying to go.
We have literally stayed in the exact
Same spot.
The great outdoors.
We rescheduled our trip and got a second chance to tackle the river.
We're gonna do better today.
We hope so.
So what's the difference between today and the other day on the river?
Well, most importantly, the sun is shining, and we don't have a crazy headwind today. Had to make the executive decision to abort the trip last time, and look, it was a great decision because we have such a beautiful day today. This park has got a lot of bald eagles, so every mile or so, it's common to see a bald eagle and some juvenile eagles as well. And you'll see them fly right in front of you, pick some fish out of the river and fly away. It's really common to see bears swimming in the river.
I want to believe that's a big brown bear, a big black bear sleeping right there, but it's not.
It's a rock.
I just want to believe that, that's all. Or maybe it's a wigwam.
It's a Sasquatch, Marie.
The great thing about the Delaware is it's a great river for first-timers. There's not a lot of rapids, it's nice and calm. You know, the current's gonna carry you down nice and gently.
All right, how are we doing compared to the other day?
We're doing outstanding.
You're not laughing at us today.
That's right. I've got the whole steering thing down now.
Yeah.
Since we spend a lot of time outside, we wanted to learn about what to do if we get lost.
Well, our good friend Franklin Klock from the Carbon County Environmental Education Center gave us some tips on how to survive the great outdoors.
So Franklin, if we got out here to the woods this far and all of a sudden realized
We're lost.
What do we do? I mean, and a lot of people would just panic.
No, and that's the worst thing you can do. Panic just makes your situation worse. It plays tricks on your mind. Sometimes it makes your feet move. You start running around. If you can become more lost by running. If you're not injured, you can fall and trip and become injured and lost, so you don't want to do that. There's an acronym that we use, and it's called STOP. Sit, perfect, just like you are. Think. How bad is your situation? How good is your situation? Observe. Look around. Look at your surroundings. How bad is it? Are you in any physical danger right now? And then make a plan. Sit, think, observe, and plan. Empty your pockets. Empty your backpack. Just see what you've got. Lay it out there, because oftentimes you forget. You know, you forget what you've got, and those things are going to be able to help you out. I've got my whistle, and my compass, and socks. You know why we use socks?
In case your feet get wet.
Or
For mittens.
your hands get cold. The whistle, of course, is our signaling device. The universal signal for I need help is 3 of something. 3 fires, 3 whistle blasts. Your voice isn't really an effective communication device in a lost situation like this. And that'll
Echoes a little bit.
It'll echo a little bit, and your voice will last about 15 minutes
about
like that, and then you're done. Now you're gonna put this on, and that's gonna come right up to there.
Rain can't get in.
Nope. Now
You can breathe.
it's big enough, you can breathe, and once you're in there a little while, you can feel your body heat. It gets trapped. You start to feel a little bit like a baked potato in there.
This is actually the coolest tip, and I never would have thought of this.
and it's nothing to carry a garbage bag.
It's cheap. It's inexpensive.
Spending time outside can also bring you in contact with something else very common in Pennsylvania. We learned all about Lyme disease this year.
If you spend time outside, you have to watch out for those little hitchhikers.
Hitchhikers is too nice of a word. We're talking about the little bloodsuckers, ticks.
We're on a tick hunt, and whatever we collect today, we're taking to ESU tomorrow to be tested.
There we have a little tiny one. It's in there. We're at the Northeast Wildlife DNA Lab, and we're going to get these ticks tested.
Can you tell us what kind of ticks we found and possibly if they carry any diseases?
Absolutely, we can definitely do that, and you guys can help us out.
Oh, cool. Lab coats, we're going to get put to work. How important is a lab like this to our area?
Very, considering that the most Lyme disease cases in the country occur in Pennsylvania. For the last few years, we had the highest rate.
In the nation?
Yes.
Wow.
And it's the Lyme disease is the #1 vector-borne disease in North America. So, and we're right in the hot zone of it.
So the fact that I hate ticks is founded.
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely gross.
We spent time in the lab helping extract DNA from those ticks and testing it for Lyme.
It's been a complicated process finding out if our ticks had Lyme disease. Thank goodness we had some biologists helping us today.
Well, not everybody can be a biologist, but we can all have access to them through this tick testing kit.
So the Lyme-Aid tick testing kit was actually developed by a graduate student here at the DNA lab and our director. It contains tick remover, a little alcohol wipe, a baggie for the tick, a pre-addressed envelope, and an information card to fill out, your name, address, email address, everything like that. And these kits are sold all over the country. Places like Dunkelberger's, Duane Reade carries them. A lot of places in other states as well. And it just makes it really easy to, if you find a tick, you can remove it, stick it in the baggie, put it in the envelope, and send it over to us.
See, we do share important info, even though we're always having fun.
Don't go away. Next on Talk of the Town, we look back at some great hands-on history lessons. During 2015, we spent time in the Jim Thorpe and Panther Valley areas, focusing on historic sites that date back to the Industrial Revolution.
We start our journey back in time with the No. 9 Coal Mine and Museum in Lansford.
The thought of taking a coal car into the deep mine fascinated us.
And it will fascinate you, too.
Over the entrance, you see the dates 1855, 1931. 1855 is when this was first driven, and the 1931 is when they put the concrete portal on. That's the entranceway. Closed in 1972, and at that time, it was the oldest, longest operating deep anthracite coal mine in the entire world.
I would never want to work in a coal mine, ever.
Definitely dirty.
Inside this mine, about 90% of the mine itself is actually rock. Only about 10% of it is coal. In the early days, they used a wooden structure to be able to support the coal to make sure the rock tunnels stayed open. Later on in the 1930s, they started replacing the wooden structures with steel structures.
When you went into the mine, one of the basic things would be a small pick, shovel. In the early days, you had hand drills where you drilled into the coal with a hand drill. You braced it against your chest, and you turned it like this, and you drilled the holes in there, and then that's when they put the black powder and packed it in there in the early days.
Working in the coal mines was a way of life for many in the Panther Valley area, starting in elementary school as breaker boys.
As young as 6, 7, 8 years old. They were sitting in chutes. There was a bunch of chutes coming down, and the coal and stuff would come down. And in that coal, you would have rock, slate, some wood. Their job was to pick it up and throw it down another chute to get rid of it. And back in 1855, breaker boys got paid 5 cents an hour. If you fell asleep or something, or didn't do your job right, they had an overseer, a boss man, and he usually carried a cane. So if you didn't do something or you're falling asleep, he'd whack you.
This is Dr. Young's Memorial Hospital. Now, they'd have some cots in here, splints, bandages, morphine in case somebody got hurt. Now, if you got hurt and it was something simple like a broken hand or a broken foot, they'd bring you in, splint you up, give you some morphine, send you right back to work.
You learn just about what it felt like to be a miner, how it felt like to be inside the mine, to see what the miners saw, basically. The only thing you don't experience is dirt and explosions.
Yeah, which we could do without.
Yeah, you could do without that.
While the coal miners working at the No. 9 mine had very little, the coal bosses and landowners became rich during the Industrial Revolution.
One section of Mauch Chunk, now known as Jim Thorpe, was nicknamed Millionaire's Row. We had the opportunity to peek inside some of these historic mansions built when coal was king.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Blakesley Manor. That's my wife Janet, and I'm John Drury.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Come right on in.
Thanks for having us.
James Blakesley was the nephew of Asa Packer, and in that role, he assisted Packer in railroads and in the coal mining areas. This being brick and not precisely in the Market Square area, survived the 1849 fire. We had a living room and a dining room in this old property, probably the first mansion along Broadway that's remaining since the beginning. We just thought it would be cool to have at least one room in here that looked a little bit Victorian.
Our next stop is the Walbert House.
The place really hasn't changed too much since it was built by the Butler family in 1868. The house pretty much survived intact.
The fireplaces look like they're marble, but they're not. They're marbleized slate, which was, the family was modern and it was promoting the industries in the area. And one of the industries down in Slatington area was slate production. The windows, if you look at them here, they have jib doors on the bottom. They actually open up completely, and you can open the doors up at the bottom, and so they could walk in and out into the backyard.
Cool.
And obviously for entertaining.
Our last stop on the tour is the Stevenson House.
And we found our good friend Bob Stevenson, and you're all decked out in Victorian garb.
And I'm just getting ready for the tour today. This home was built basically back in the 1850s, but it's a Second Empire French Renaissance house on Millionaire's Row. The room that we're in now was my father-in-law's doctor's office for almost 50 years, from 1948 until he died in 1992, and it was subdivided into 5 little rooms. The ceilings here are about 12 feet high. The floor is quarter sawn oak. So when we took the linoleum off and sanded the floor, the flooring people were just amazed at what they found underneath here.
The ceiling in the dining room is camfered, is the term, and that ceiling is original to the 1860s, which just blows your mind, doesn't it?
Yes,
really
absolutely.
Jim Thorpe has always been a hub of activity, and the railroad continues to be a big part of Carbon County history.
Trains still run along the tracks, but now tourism is the big attraction. We hopped aboard the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway for quite an adventure.
This is going to be fun.
Good morning, ladies. Watch your step, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All aboard!
Let's go.
As soon as we leave the station, we will go under the 903 bridge. We will then go through the old yard, which used to be a very big hub of the Lehigh Valley Railroad. We'll pass the turntable, which we use on our steam engine trips. We'll go up another couple miles up. We'll cross over the river for the first time. We will pass through Glenanoco Falls, and then we'll wind through the gorge for the next 6 miles, get to Old Penn Haven, turn the engine around, hook up to the end, and then come on back.
We took in the sights from an open-air car. Then we paid a visit to one of the air-conditioned rail cars. But our favorite place to ride the rails was with the locomotive engineer, Michael Kolb.
Hello, Kim and Marie. Welcome aboard the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway. I'll be your engineer today. I'll be taking the train south. No steering required. It's a common misconception. The train follows the rails. The track does the driving for me. Very simple. Just a couple of levers and knobs here. I got a forward and backward, and the engine brake and train brake, and you can just follow along as we go. And
here we go.
Good job. Thanks,
that means
ladies.
we should go,
That means
right?
we're going ahead. You got it right the first try. So ready when you are. All set?
Yes. All set.
All right, here we go. Open the throttle. Release the brake. You got the horn already? So I'm actually using the motors on the axles to retard or slow the movement of the train right now. It's called dynamic braking. So you're turning each motor on the axle into a generator, actually producing power, and it's actually slowing the motor down.
I don't think the people realize just how beautiful the Lehigh Gorge is. The huge rising cliffs created many years ago. The remnants of the canal system. The history is just beautiful up in this area.
As we continue our look back at 2015, it's a celebration of adventure.
From sword battling to shooting zombies and each other. Don't miss it.
We have to move pretty fast this month on Talk of the Town.
We're playing archery tag at Skytop Lodge.
And we're moving targets!
It's basically set up like dodgeball. You have your two teams. You'll have your cover and your bunkers that are set up on the field. Everyone's going to be equipped with a mask and a bow.
Okay, Team Marie, are you ready?
We are ready!
Team Kim, are you ready?
We are ready!
All right, the game begins in 3, 2, 1, go!
Whoopsie.
Oh, and first out to Kim.
Kim's out already! Where'd you go? Oh, geez, that was awful.
Oh, and the out is out as well. Team Marie is crushing you guys.
Marie, you won.
Game goes to Team Marie with an overwhelming victory.
Yay, team! Good job, team!
We need a rematch. It's time
Wait,
for
I'm still
a rematch.
congratulating my team.
Of course, we did have a rematch. Kim aimed for me the whole time, but ended up losing again. I'm sorry.
You're not sorry. But I did much better when we took on the undead.
It's unique because Halloween's mostly scary. And this is really not scary, although it's in the dark, but the zombies can't get on the truck, and the zombies can't shoot back.
So, is there any way to stop them? We don't know. Excuse me, I have a question. Are they infected even alive? We just don't know.
This way to the zombie destroyer vehicle. All right, who's ready to shoot some zombies? Yeah!
There's... Die, zombie, die!
That zombie wished he could die.
All right, we got an old campground. Looks like like it could be infested. Keep your eyes open. There he is. Shoot him up.
Wake up, zombies! Woohoo! Right there, go!
Shoot him up. Come on.
Oh, there's another one. He's going down.
His whole head is filled with paint. We got the zombies.
Mission accomplished. From zombies to medieval warriors, we started with swords and ended up with lightsabers.
What is the Sword Tag Society?
It's a social club with an interest in mock medieval combat with a touch of live action role playing.
Meet the warriors. Sidgard Alvison, Bronwyn, Tanner, Grandma the Ursa, Goblin, Troll, Thomas, Geraldor, Jay, Glad Tepes, Cole Cabral.
So Anthony, are there rules for this game?
Well, absolutely, there's rules. There's certain areas that we don't allow striking. There's a certain amount of force you should put behind a strike. We do 75% or less if it's like a younger child or something, because we don't want to hurt anybody. We're just out here to have fun. So typically the striking zones that do not count are your fingers, your head, the front of the throat, and the groin area.
Okay, and how do you know when you win?
Everyone else is dead.
You gotta slip that kind of over your head. You good?
Yep.
Good. Okay, put your arms straight up.
Whoa.
You're just gonna grab, shake your hands.
You almost tipped her over.
I didn't tip her.
Let's do this.
So we're good.
We're gonna go. We're gonna hit him at least 10 times. Our swords.
Maybe
and you know what? Keep your shields up.
Let the battle begin.
I lost my team. Uh-oh. I'm done.
I'm gonna die too, just because I'm tired. You can always just cheat and die when you're too tired.
It's kind of like a lightsaber.
The Force is definitely with us.
Our Get Moving segments weren't all about fighting. We were pretty dignified when we visited Buck Hill Falls.
These lawns or greens were built 1931. They've been here for a long time, and our claim to fame is, of course, Walt Disney, who used to come and play here, especially the year of '64. He flew up with a helicopter and played a lot of times here, tournaments.
It's a gentleman's game. It is competitive, but it's very easygoing.
I might hit it.
Whoa, so she changed it.
Oh, that wasn't good though.
It's not good for a point, but it was impressive.
Yeah, don't like fall over or anything.
These reporters are rough. Too much to the left. A little too much to the left. Okay, so now we're switching side. Now you and I go over there.
Come on, Carlisle!
Ooh, that's nice.
Oh, yay!
Is that the closest one?
Yes, that's a wonderful one.
It's going in. Oh, ooh! Look at that! That was beginner's luck, right?
That's the #1 bow right now.
Yeah!
Your beginner's luck always comes in when we play for real. Come on, Carlisle.
Shot.
Go, 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 get her out of there. Oh.
I tried. I tried. So we're winning 3-0 at this point? Yeah.
They can actually
Better
win,
pick
though.
it up, ladies.
So, Kim, this is yours.
Yeah, because the loser has to do that.
I love that rake. But next time, it's all you.
We'll see. Next, we get out the power saws, hammers, and paintbrushes. We did a lot of building last year.
We love a good project, and last year we were involved in several construction projects.
Some more complex than others. A great place to start is with one of our favorite artists and people, Grammy Booth. She's our director, Zach Booth's Gram, and sells birdhouses at East Stroudsburg Hardware.
She shared her talents and her tools with us. Nice paints, they go on pretty easily.
Oh, yes, yes.
Now, Graham, you don't have the big saw that you're cutting all this wood up, do you?
Yes, I do.
You do? You're cutting the wood?
Does Zach help you?
No, I cut it the size.
Nice.
And,
you don't mess around.
No, I don't mess around. Charlie even gave me a thing to drill the holes for the birdies to get in.
Charlie's Angels moment there.
Then you just have to make sure before you get through there that it's perfectly straight, right?
Yes. Oh, you girls are just whizzing right along here.
Is that what it is?
You just broke the bit.
Snap the drill bit.
Thanks.
What she did? What did I do?
She broke your drill bit.
Because I hit a nail.
You might have.
She did.
She did.
Look.
Leave it to me to break the drill bit.
That's another one.
Wow. If I do construction work, you better have a lot of drill bits around. Graham, I love you, so I'm going to tell you to move your hand.
Yes, I moved it. I moved it.
I do not want to hurt you. Success, yay!
I think I can give both these girls an A+ in their work.
Even though I broke a couple of drill bits?
Well, that has nothing to do with it, with talent. This is for you girls.
Ah, look at that!
Oh my God!
You did our logo great!
Look at that!
That is awesome. Do you think there's a spot at the station?
Fabulous.
Thank you.
That is cool. You really got our logo down really good.
High five to you.
That's awesome.
It was lots of fun working with Grammy Booth.
Yes, it was. And it wasn't the only time we got to use power tools.
The students at Carbon Career and Technical Institute invited us to join their carpentry class for a day.
That's what we're going to build.
Okay.
That's what you're going to make.
Looks like it could be tough. Already am I dirty and we didn't start yet?
Yes. Good job.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah. All right, a leg. Doesn't look like a leg yet.
What's our next step?
We're going to be ripping it at the table saw.
Okay.
Ripping it.
Yep.
Ooh. All right, here goes. You stand by in case I do not such a great job.
Whoops. A little more strength there. Hold it down. You needed some muscles for that one, huh?
I just wasn't used to your hands being
Yep, you really
a
have to
certain
keep
way.
Pushing it. It's
Absolutely.
pushing
And
it.
it's scary.
Absolutely.
That's a scary blade.
You don't lose the respect for the blade.
And then you just want to trace, because this is our pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I stole your pencil. I have
Just
two.
like all the other two. Yep. Good.
Okay. Getting off the line. Okay. We got a little off the line, but I guess that's just more the decoration part than anything really critical, huh?
Yeah.
All the wood is cut. It's time to put this together. Dominic is going to help me.
And Emily's gonna help me. Let's build a bench.
I love how it gets all curly. I'm dirtier than Marie.
That's usual.
We're zipping along.
You guys did a great job, and you really know how to swing a hammer. That's for sure.
Been swinging a hammer for a little bit longer than you've been alive.
Since we had all those newly acquired carpentry skills, it seemed only fitting we would help out Habitat for Humanity in Monroe County.
We brought you guys your ladder.
Watch out for that van.
We're watching the paint.
Who wants this?
I'll take it. Make all the brown go away.
That's right. Oh, she's a natural.
Volunteers can do anything from painting, installing windows, anything that a home repair project would entail, and also they can help me in the office or they can volunteer on committees.
We're doing pretty good.
Yep. Get that bottom section.
There's a lot of people, homeowners, who are struggling with bills week to week, and they need repairs done on their homes. If these repairs aren't done, it's possible that the home could be not livable in a few years.
It's hot in here.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, what about, wait, did we say sweat equity?
Yeah, serious sweat equity. No air conditioning today.
Wow, Marie and Kim, you girls are amazing. This room's almost painted.
Hey, we don't mess around.
Yeah, we're hard workers.
I can see that. And you're skilled too. You said you didn't have any skills. When people live in safe, decent homes, which sounds basic, there are more productive citizens in our community and they're healthier. They're not suffering from things like asthma, colds, from drafts coming into their homes. So if we can help people just to have safe, decent homes, we're gonna have a better community here in Monroe County.
Great news! The Habitat for Humanity home we worked on has been finished and the new family moved in.
I've been renting all my life. This is my first time opportunity that I have to own something on my own. So I never thought it was going to be possible to do it because it's not easy to get a mortgage.
Our construction skills and willingness to take on manual labor brought us out to the newly opened Valor Clinic in Jonas.
The facility helps homeless veterans get back on their feet, and that's just the start.
Some people I've seen come in with just a look at the feet. And then when you see that change over the time, they start to smile and they come downstairs a little more skipping their step. And
the Valor Clinic can house up to 16 veterans at any given time. Each guest receives a private bedroom and a feeling of safety.
So many of them are comfortable going into the group settings, and part of our ability to encourage them to come out of the woods or stop sleeping in their car or a tent is no, you're safe here, you get your own room. Here's a key. You're safe. We're going to look at it every now and then, make sure you're not doing something crazy in there, but it's your room, and that's helped us reach some vets maybe we wouldn't otherwise been able to reach. So it's an important piece of the way the place is set up.
It's rebuilding who we were, trying to get back to the things that we need to accomplish to get right back on track. So,
post-traumatic stress disorder is an issue, and that was my issue. How to reincorporate myself into society, and that's kind of why I'm here.
Everything that they're learning here, I want them to be able to carry it out when they mainstream into the public, into real life, so that I want them to know that there is a future beyond the place where they are now in their mindset.
As we toured the property, we were surprised by everything going on.
One of the components of our PTSD program is we place dogs to help with emotional scars, and this dog is currently placed. His name is Sarge, and he is placed with one of our guests.
Because how can you not be happy when he comes to see you?
Yeah. We do outreach that we kind of headquarter from here and do other places. We do something called a stand down. And at a stand down, for all intents and purposes, we move a small department store into a public place and set it up and give everything away free to the homeless. We will help them all.
We take our box truck, we back it up to here, and everything that we need for that day will go into that box truck.
At a stand down, we give them a takeaway bag of food, like a food pantry, We give them a hot meal while they're there, like a soup kitchen. We give them clothes, coats, shoes, boots, yada yada, like a clothing closet. We usually have community resources, nurses, sometimes people cutting hair, housing agencies. It serves two purposes. Not only is it the right thing to do to be helping people having a hard time, but it also becomes like a magnet, and the homeless gravitate toward it. And so we can meet veterans. We can meet more veterans because we're helping civilians.
And to me, being a vet, I've been very fortunate that I can stand on my own, but the ones that can't, I'm there to help them. Do whatever you can, where you can, when you can. That's the name of the game.
And you're a Marine, right?
Yes, ma'am, right there.
Hoorah!
Hoorah! Hoorah!
We really enjoyed helping out some great organizations in 2015, and 2016 will bring lots more.
We also enjoyed visiting some wonderful restaurants over the past year.
Lots of amazing recipes and some surprising combinations. A few of our favorites still to come. You know, we love all things sweet.
So of course, we did plenty of things in 2015 to keep the sweet tooth happy, starting with maple sugaring at Dutch Hill Preserves in Canadensis.
I'm going to give you the drill, and you are actually going to tap the tree.
Power tools in the woods.
That's right. So actually here would be a good location.
And kind of upward,
yep.
like
You want to
that.
go up just at a little slant. Doesn't have to be drastic. And use some muscle. You have to push into that. A little bit more. Okay, now pull it out. Perfect. And you have made a hole. So this is the spile or the tap, and you're actually going to place it in the hole, and then you'll hammer in here. And it's when
You're going to want to move your fingers.
There you go. I heard it. Okay. Okay.
And then you just wait.
And you wait. It's a short period that we're collecting the sap. It's usually 6 to 8 weeks. And it's as soon as the sun is warmer in the sky, the temperatures are warming up above freezing, and then at night, the temperatures dip below. So that sap is moving.
Time to wait.
Ta-da. Yes. Come on, sap. Flow.
These were hung by scouting troops and other children that came to do tours.
That's why they're so low.
That's exactly it. We had a crew of little people go through the woods, so we let them tap the trees, and then they don't come back and dump them, so that's our job. So all you have to do is pull the bucket off and just dump it right into the 5-gallon pail. Ice and all.
Ice and all.
This tube, and we have about 10 miles of it, like spider webs throughout our property, it actually transports the sap from the tap that we've drilled in the tree, very similar to the way you tap the tree, and then it takes it down to our main line, which the main line then will transport it over to a stainless tank for us to collect. When that tank fills, there's a float in there, and the float says, I'm full, it's time to dump, and then it will dump into this tank. And this tank holds about 400 gallons of sap. So instead of hauling the buckets as you did, that is hauling the sap for me. Sure
Your
is.
tube system is
much easier on your body.
It sure is.
The sap is processed into maple syrup in the sugar house. They basically heat it up to evaporate the water to create the delicious maple syrup we all know and love.
Now all we need are pancakes.
I know.
No pancakes, but next it was something sweet and creamy.
Cheesecake. It's one of my favorite desserts.
It is my favorite dessert, and we're here at Pocono Cheesecake Factory where we're going to learn how to make these amazing cheesecakes from the pros.
Cheesecake is a very simple recipe. You're going to see all 5 ingredients right here. Start out by dumping in the 150 pounds of cream cheese.
I don't want to drop it.
Oh, and I don't want you to drop it. You want to blend the ingredients together without incorporating a lot of air into the product. Slowly, and I want you to put about half of that in there.
I'm splashing.
Yes, you are. That's all right. He who cooks also cleans.
Not a lot of ingredients, but definitely a process to make sure it turns out great.
You can have our recipe if you'd like it. but I won't give you all the exact steps as far as putting it together.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that the blending and the baking is really what's critical when it comes to cheesecake.
And just in it goes.
Just a little at a time.
It's a lot of sugar.
We're not nearly finished. We still have to put in 33 pounds of eggs.
At least we don't have to crack them all.
That's right. The question is there going to be room in the bowl?
I think it's going to fit.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure only because you measured it out. If we were in charge of measuring it out, I couldn't promise what would happen.
It's been a total of 30 years now that the Pocono Cheesecake Factory has been here.
How many kinds of cheesecake do you make?
Well, we typically have at least 10 different varieties in our display case. You did a fantastic job. They've been in the oven for about an hour and 15 minutes. Now we get to take them out and see what kind of job you did.
Okay.
All right? So just be careful. It's very hot.
Very hot.
Have you ever dropped one?
Once.
Only once in all the years you've been doing this?
Now's the best part of this segment. We get to taste.
You'll have to come here to try it for yourself.
Yum.
That was yummy. We're so lucky to be able to taste all of the delicious treats we make all year.
Yes, we are lucky. Remember that sweet treat we made with garlic? We do.
It's a garlic-infused funnel cake, so taking one of the great fair foods of summer and putting a little garlic twist on it.
Yum! Chef Dan Rothman from the Pocono Garlic Festival had us mix up the flour, baking soda, and baking powder in one bowl and the egg, sugar, salt, and lemon juice in another.
Can smell the lemon.
That will brighten up the flavor a little bit. And now we're just going to mix the wet ingredient right into the dry.
All right, but where's the garlic?
Good, excellent question.
I haven't seen any garlic in this recipe yet.
So as I mentioned, we're actually just doing a light infusion of the garlic, so it's actually going to come in two ways. We're also going to add a cup of milk. So you can just mix that all together. And the garlic is actually, we're about to go over to the stove and we'll see that we have the garlic infusing in the oil that we're going to fry the funnel cakes in.
Ah, so it's already waiting for us, Kim, over there.
Okay.
A lot of times people are very, I don't know, hesitant to eat garlic because they know it's going to make their breath stink.
Well, that's a good point. And one of the great things about Garlic Fest is everyone's breath stinks.
So it doesn't matter.
You can start in the center, start on the sides.
Whoa!
And just move it around.
All right, not bad, not bad. Oh boy.
Splash down.
I'm just gonna
And
step
remember,
back.
remember to flip away from yourself. That's probably the most important thing here.
This is, it's going to be dangerous.
You got it, you got it.
I can tell already.
There we go.
Ooh, okay, so
All
I
right,
didn't
see
do
that?
too bad. Yay!
You're a pro. Good job. You can be on my funnel cake team anytime.
Right.
And away we go.
Swirly twirly.
Yep.
Where were you two in 1999 when I was out there in the street hawking these?
And you were like, who knows
We
how to
were
make fun of
eating them.
There we
Hey,
go.
in my house, this was breakfast
As what?
routinely as a child.
Breakfast of champions, some
Yes.
Really? I'm standing back.
say. But she didn't have faith in you, so you have to return
Yeah,
the
that's
favor. Is that what it is? Oh yeah, you're a pro too. Awesome.
It looks very nice. This funnel cake
Really good.
is really, really good. It's better than regular funnel
Not
cake.
overwhelming garlic.
Garlic
No,
does
not
that
at
to
all.
things.
And don't forget the ice cream. We visited Claude's Creamery in Palmerton, where we threw down an ice cream challenge.
So we invited some dads and daughters from TV13 to help us celebrate National Ice Cream Month. This is Ryan Scheit and his daughter Maddie.
And this is Ryan Dutt and his daughter Peyton. And Peyton chose today cotton candy. So here's your cotton candy. And Ryan, this is Cookie Craving just for you.
All right, thank you.
And this is Superman ice cream. And this is for Maddie. Maddie, there you go. And this is a peanut butter monkey for you, Mr. Scheit.
Wow.
And we're having an ice cream contest to see who's messier, the children or the adults.
That's right. All right, so Julianne, bring us ours. And the rule is adults get no spoons. Ready,
Oh, my.
set, go!
Come on, kiddo, eat. Oh, it's in my goatee.
Guess I'm glad I shaved yesterday.
How's your ice cream, Marie?
Delicious. How about you?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's not messy at all.
Can I have a kiss?
I think we should have the bibs. Not bad.
Good things mommies always bring more bibs.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How was it? Was it yummy?
The kids were adorable and less messy than their dads.
We continue the cuteness next with our furry friends. We love animals, and last year we spent some time with a few of our favorites.
We pampered pooches, spent some time with canines in training, and even cleaned up after a few alpacas.
A few? There were 31 of them to be exact. The Pohopoco Creek Alpaca Farm opened its barn doors to us for a visit.
We made instant friends thanks to our bags of carrots.
There are mischievous ones. Yeah. There are very shy ones. There is one that if you look at her cross-eyed, she will scream. And yet, if you have grain in your hand, she'll come over. That's okay.
All gone. All gone, no more carrots.
Our favorite of all the alpacas is Larry. This rambunctious youngster spent the entire day looking for a playmate.
Hi, little Larry.
Hi, Larry.
Hi, little Larry.
Oh, he's so soft.
You haven't rolled in the mud enough.
How old is Larry?
Larry is 3 weeks old.
Aw, he's so cute.
Has he grown a lot in that 3
He
weeks?
has,
I take
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Well, he's gained probably about 13, 14 pounds.
Uh-huh.
And when they're born and they're like this size, they look like they're all legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's always been very friendly. I have a 2-month-old here that you'll see, Nacho, and he's not as friendly. I can't get that close to him.
Yeah.
You know, not like I can with Larry.
Mary said it would be okay if we tried to hold him.
I have a new friend.
Even Zach couldn't resist our furry little friend.
Oh, Larry likes you.
Larry was so much fun. He kept us laughing.
The alpacas were definitely motivated by all those carrots.
We met up with another group of animals motivated by food to follow their noses.
If you're looking to spend more time with your four-legged friend, do we have an idea for you?
There's a club that allows your buddy to use its best instincts.
We had never heard of it before. It's called Pocono Nosework.
They learn a target odor, and then we place that target odor in various environments, and they learn to go and find it. So it is a game of hide and seek for the dogs. We're trying to create a working dog mentality. It's not doggy daycare when you're coming to do nose work.
Nose work training starts with sniffing out treats.
So what we want to see out of these dogs is that they're ignoring their handler and they're just looking and looking and looking. And our promise to these dogs that if you look, you're going to find something.
And she's finding treats,
and
right?
she's just finding food right now. So they upgrade from cardboard boxes to luggage ultimately. Luggage, as you can imagine, is different fabrics, which makes it more difficult to smell.
Do you have to be a dog that is well behaved and, you know, a good listener to do this kind of a thing?
That's why dogs love this sport too. There is no obedience, no skills are required in order to do this. So a well-mannered dog can certainly do this sport, but a dog that maybe didn't do so well in obedience class can absolutely do this sport. No obedience skills are required.
Those dogs training to use their noses really are amazing.
So are the pampered pooches we met at PetSmart Grooming Salon in Stroudsburg.
They use pet-safe makeup and chalk to add some pizzazz to your pet's coat.
We grabbed our makeup brushes and got artsy with Aurora. She's a Chinese crested who isn't afraid of color.
This is the chalk we're going to use to decorate her up. You ready? Great.
You're about to be colorful. Her ponytail's first, right?
Yeah.
You're happy, aren't you?
We're just going to make you into a rainbow.
In celebration of spring arriving this month, you're going to be colorful.
Look at her feet. You look like cotton. You look like cotton candy.
You could go to a carnival.
Aurora was a good sport. In addition to the chalk color, we had the opportunity to paint toenails and try stenciling. Kim couldn't wait to paint the perfect canvas.
This is Blossom, and she's definitely a little star, so she's about to get one. Yay! I want to give her 2 stars. That one might have to be cleaned up a little bit.
It looks more like a dot.
All right, so maybe that's why the pros do it.
Kim wasn't the best with her stenciling abilities, but the staff at PetSmart took care of Blossom, and she joined our parade of pampered pooches.
They all looked so colorful.
They did. Wow, we have been busy over the past year.
Yes, we have, and it's important to us that we spend some time laughing at ourselves.
So as we leave you, we want to share some of our favorite bloopers. Hopefully, they'll make you laugh too.
Have a happy new year, and remember, as you kick off 2016, always be the talk of the town.
Wonderful.
I broke this one.
Cooperate. Oh no!
We're playing archery tag.
You want to do this last to keep the glitter from getting all over your stuff?
No, I'm fine. Oh, ye of little faith. Wow! Because no good deed ever goes unpunished.
Happy New Year!
This is definitely end of the show footage right here.
Avast ye landlubbers!